What's going on, dude?
How's it going, my boy, my boy?
It's going good, man. Just chilling, man. I had the day off work today, so I just been chilling back, you know, trying to charge up a little bit, as being sick the last few days. Definitely feel better now, but it was nice to just kind of sit back and, recharge the battery.
Yeah, absolutely. Have the day off and just get your rest and like you said, recharge your battery and just, basically have some time away from the workplace and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good to have time from that shit, because you be there a lot. So when when you have your time off, you cherish that shit, bro. So you doing the right thing right now, my dude. Enjoying your time off and recharging your spiritual battery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What you been up to today, bro?
I've just been, still maneuvering, pretty smoothly through my routine and stuff, but still going through the flatline process. But, by the time tomorrow comes, I feel like I'll be all the way through it because I'm moving faster than I was last episode. Because last episode, that was like the beginning of it. And that shit was brutal, bro. So it's like, it's not so heavy now, it's passing by, and my day has been pretty good, bro. It's been pretty good. I can't complain about nothing. God is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. I'm just grateful and happy to be here right now for episode 102. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too, my boy. We got a nice little lineup here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Before we get into that lineup, I'm going to knock that intro out.
Let's get it.
All right. Welcome to the Unchained podcast, everybody. This is your boy, SpiritWar Martin, along with this podcast partner, Sebastian. Always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix and spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen here. You
ready to get right into it?
Let's go. Let's scuba dive right into the water.
All right. Let's go into the water.
Let's go.
All right, bro. I got the topics for us tonight, all right?
All right, Mike.
All right, bro. Topic number 1. Let me hear what you have to say about appreciating life.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is a good topic right here, bro. For number 1, from my personal experience and looking at my old self, I didn't appreciate nothing. Was very ungrateful for life, bro. Operating in that dark energy and not putting God first, you are swallowed up by worldly things. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was, from that dark past of mine, from, the band I was in, all that stuff. Just ungrateful and just dark as hell, bro, and since, I got away from, toxic individuals and actually stopped, listening to that kind of music and, producing that type of energy and going on SR and then, getting into the Bible and basically, reconstructing myself. I had to reconstruct myself, in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, the big homie upstairs, the universe, whatever you want to call this, in order for me to appreciate life. And since I went on that SR journey and the light bulb went off, I appreciate everything, everything in life. And I appreciate you, my, just all his fellow retainers, just every damn thing, bro. Like I appreciate doing my routine every day, just being responsible now, being productive, just, appreciative of everything, bro. It's hard to explain, but I know you feel me.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Super important too, man. I feel like a lot of people go throughout life and they're missing this aspect, about, gratitude. And, I feel like a lot of people think it's like corny or something,
right.
Like being grateful all the time. Like I've experienced that to where people are like, they're just like, yeah, life is cool. Like life is good, but why do you have to talk about it all the time? On some crazy shit, they're like, just thinking gratitude is weird or something like that. But it's literally, in my opinion, it's like the secret to a good life,
Facts.
like if you can take the time. And it's not just like, a fleeting thought to where you're just like, oh yeah, life is good, whatever. Like, no, it takes work, and it's like the people who are truly happy are usually practicing gratitude, throughout the day. Like I said, there's a lot of places like, if you go to somewhere like, say you go to like a mental hospital, or if you go to rehab or something, like, or you go to a therapist, those people that are like mental health specialists, they're gonna fill you up with gratitude off the rip. Like they're always, it's such a powerful tool for you to focus on the things that you're grateful for, throughout the day. That's why I do. Like whenever I am feeling kind of off, I can always go back to that. I can always kind of like recenter myself and just kind of think about like what's going on throughout my life, and just try to appreciate, from the ground up, bro. Like I have a house to live in, clean water. I have nice clothes to wear. I have a couple friends that I could talk to. I have family members that love me unconditionally. I have a bike that I ride to work. I have a job. I have a way to make money. It's like these things matter. For us. It matters for us to think about these things too. People think it's like pointless, or it's just like silly because they're little things, but these little things could be taken from us like that.
Exactly.
If you aren't putting in the work, and also like this is what God wants us to do as well. God pays attention to the people who are grateful and who appreciate things, because he knows the difference between an ungrateful person and somebody who is grateful for the things that they have, so it goes a long way for you to, I know that it can seem a little bit repetitive, but it's very important, in the spiritual realm. It's very important for you to be doing these things, as much as possible. And yeah, like I said, it can get, every day, you're saying thank you for the same things. Yeah. So it gets a little repetitive, but it's very important because that's what's most important, is God appreciates it.
Man. And yeah, one thing that I noticed is shit, being repetitive, that stuff turns you into a monster, low key, bro. When you are in your routine, when you put God first and be strict in that routine, you become a savage, bro. And you literally don't take BS from nobody. And anybody who's putting off like the wrong toxic, maybe dark energy, or whatever you want to call this Decepticon activity,
Right.
you're not going to tolerate that, but you also become very appreciative of life, and low-key appreciative of the experiences with the Decepticons and Agent Smiths as well too, because you can read them like a book now.
Yeah.
So you can use your new discernment on this dark energy, and you can just call it quick, because you know what's going down now. So it's like, yeah, you be appreciative of everything. So yeah, bro, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird as hell.
It makes me appreciate too, like a lot of the people that have good energy, like you. I really appreciate you, bro. And then like other, like-minded guys, I appreciate them like so much more now, because I understand how dark this shit is. So it's very refreshing to have friends that you can just tap in with, whenever, and you already know you guys are on the same, like there's no judgment at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know I could say the weirdest shit to you, and you wouldn't think twice.
No, I don't, because I don't judge nobody. Like you,
Right.
I'm the type of person to where the individuals that I interact with, I want them to be their self. Be yourself. You don't have to hide your true self around me, because I don't judge, because I like to be my true authentic self. So
yeah,
that's how I want you to be,
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's a very admirable quality for people to have. I feel like a lot of people are missing that. I feel like a lot of people are focused on, making a lot of money and becoming powerful and having social status, but then they're lacking in the other departments, like how to treat people, how to respect people, how to let other people be authentic, how to respect people's authentic selves. Because you'll go around some people and then like be yourself, and then they'll think that you're weird or some shit because you're being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's just strange, when you be yourself around some individuals, it's just like they don't understand that. Is because they've been in situations for so long to where they just haven't had the chance to be their true self. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They've been held back from it.
Yeah, or they've been taught, or like their parents may have raised them to, because their parents aren't authentic, so they think that's how
Right.
they're. But then
Exactly.
you'll get some of those people who you can almost break out of their shell just by being around them. You ever had that happen to you?
Oh man, dude. It's happened to me a few times to where I've had individuals break out of their shell, and then it's like they break out of their shell so hard, you just be like, damn, maybe I had them break out way too hard type shit. Cause yeah, because
Yeah,
they be in dark situations for so long, and your light is so bright around them, and you're so comfortable in your skin, and being your true authentic self to where they it you know it's very influential to them. You know what I'm saying? And it makes them want to be their authentic self, but it's like they haven't got a chance to be their true self for so long to where like, when they do, act like their true authentic self around you, it like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like they didn't get a chance to be their true self for so long, but when they do it for that moment around you type stuff, it's like, it's too much for them. There we go. I had to figure out what to say. It's too much for them because it's like a nuclear explosion at one time when they be their true, authentic self around your energy and stuff. Because
yeah.
like I said, normally they're not their true self. So when they come around that energy, it's like a damn atom bomb.
Yeah, and you have to, no, I feel you. But sometimes I feel like other people, like I've had it like in the past where I've always kind of been my authentic self. Like,
Right.
I remember, and like people have kind of told me that since I've been a kid. Like I've had people telling me that since like kindergarten, bro. Like, I really appreciate that you're able to, whatever they have to say. It's all just at the core, it's just me being me, So I've had a lot of people that they end up treating you like you're like a special person because like they just consider you a special person, but the real reason is because you're authentic and you make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've noticed too. Like a lot of people told me that I make them feel comfortable to where they can just be their self, because I don't judge. I don't make people feel weird. Like I might make people feel weird if they have like dark energy. You feel me? But if they're like individuals that's good and genuine, they like being around me because I don't judge them. They've been around other people that make them feel uncomfortable. I don't do that shit. I
Right.
make it to where you are, you're comfortable around me, and it's all genuine type stuff because I want you to be yourself around me. I don't want it to be weird to where you have to feel like you have to dumb yourself down.
Yeah.
You know?
This reminds me of like that one we were talking in a couple podcasts before about, you were talking about how you can just like change the energy of a room too. Like when you're
Yes.
going, like if you're just authentic and you just walk into a room, especially on SR, with your power level up, but you just stay authentic, you can shift the energy of an entire room just by going around because they already know what type of energy you're about to bring to the spot.
Yeah. They already know what's up. And you make individuals happy when you come around too. They start talking a lot more, all types
Yeah.
of shit.
Right.
It just gets loud out of nowhere.
Right. I was watching y'all through the window before I came in for a couple hours and you were quiet as fuck.
Right. And I'm in here now, y'all.
Then I snuck
What?
in and now you guys want to yell and shit.
Right. For real, bro. That's how it is, man. That's the real deal, Holyfield. That just means you have special energy, and you got individuals that just like to be around you. And that's a special thing, bro.
That's what when I really boil it down, that's really what I want to be. All I want to be, in life. I just hope and pray that I can be authentic. That's really all I want to be,
That's all I want to be. I want to be my authentic self and to just be remembered by people. You know what I'm saying? For years to come after I pass away.
Yeah.
You know?
That was a good topic. The topic was actually appreciating life, but we turned it into being authentic.
Yep.
Let's go. You ready for number 2?
Let's go.
All right, man. Topic number 2 is the power of moving forward. What do you got to say about that?
From my personal experience, yeah, the power of moving forward, from what I've realized, is very powerful. You know, keep moving forward no matter what, because yeah, it's all type of distractions out here, and you know, you have all types of things that are trying to take you off track. You got to keep moving forward through it though. You know, you can't, let emotions get the best of you. Operate in, logically out here, and keep moving forward and do what you need to do that's important. Whether you have, things that's trying to stop you, or individuals trying to stop you, or whatever you got going on that's just, whatever's trying to stop you, keep moving forward, bro. That's important for all of us out here. We all have our issues and battles and stuff, but we got to keep moving forward through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't fold to it. Even if it could be rough, just keep on moving forward, bro. That's how we become strong mentally and spiritually out here. And then looking at my old self, I did not, take moving forward serious at all. I was the type that made life harder type shit, made life hard and was indulging in toxic behavior, like trying to get into arguments or fights with people when it's not worth my time. You know what I'm saying? And now I move forward and don't care what people have to say, or none of that, because I put God first now. When you put God first, bro, you moving forward like crazy because you with him.
Exactly. Autopilot.
Yeah, that's what it's like for me now, especially on this SR journey. I'll make sure I move forward like crazy and don't stop. Don't look back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
once God gets a hold of you, it's almost, it's hard to, like we say a lot, you don't really have a choice. You just start moving.
Yeah.
But man, that's cool, bro. I was just thinking about, I seen a video the other day of that basketball player, Brittany Griner or whatever. She was locked up overseas or whatever her situation was. But it was just a little quote, it was talking about like being resilient. And a quote said something like, how do you get through these times? How do you, keep moving forward? It said, I think the actual quote said, keep moving forward, but it's just, she said, just put your head down, find the strength and keep moving forward. And I thought that was a pretty cool quote, because it just reminds me of a lot of the times, that we go through on this journey, like maybe flatline, spiritual attacks, or what, self-doubts, maybe what I just went through with being sick and stuff like that. Sometimes you just have to like it said, just put your head down, accept the fact that you're not feeling that good, accept the fact that maybe you took an L in some shape or form, and just keep going. Don't let it like divert you from the path. I feel like that's how it was for me, my old self, where like I would take the L and then I would like allow myself to just keep taking more and more, like
right.
You just let it snowball. It's like, no, you just take that one L, take it on the chin, wake up the next day and get right back to where what you were doing before. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like what I like to say is find your home base, inside of you, like figure out obviously what God wants you to do, on a daily basis. So, what it is that you want to do, like your routine, right? Figure out what that is. When you're feeling good and when you're feeling pure and when you're, in the zone, figure out what that is and then lock it in so you know exactly what it is, so that when you're feeling funky or off or maybe getting attacked, that it's bullshit, so you can kind of decipher what's what. And then obviously, like that next day, like, what areas to attack, even if you're feeling off, it's like, you still, gotta drink your water, hit your workouts. For me and you, obviously, it's the videos and the podcast. So it's like, we know exactly what we need to do, because sometimes I'm not feeling that good and I don't want to film videos or podcasts, but I do it anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just maybe I'm tired or I'd rather do some other shit, but I know that's where I'm supposed to be. So you got to keep pushing forward no matter what you're feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important for us all, man. Keep pushing forward. Yeah, like you said, even when you feel like crap or yeah, no matter what's going on, just keep moving forward on to the next mission, you know? And that's how you become strong. You don't get stagnated or stuck on, something that is not important for you. Keep
Right.
moving forward and the important things will come into your life.
I think that's what gets people tripped up too, is like what you just said. Like when something happens, when you get distracted, it's like people will make it into a bigger deal than it has to be. You know,
Yeah.
maybe like a negative person will come into your life, or you have a shitty situation, spiritual attack at work. I've had a couple of those where just random things, or whatever it is. Maybe you have it getting a fight with somebody, a family member. It's not the end of the world. Just kind of, like I said, take it on the chin, wake up that next day and just keep pushing.
Facts. Absolute truth, bro. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
all right, my boy. Next topic. Let's see here. Topic number 3, bro. What are your thoughts on seeing things for what they really are?
Okay. From my personal experience, seeing things for what they really are is, really bizarre. It's been real bizarre for me because, shoot, I was low key, somewhat operating or trying to, fit into that matrix type style of behavior and stuff, and was trying to make it seem like it was, normal for me when I'm not the type to really be involved with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel weird whenever I tried to participate into that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And not saying I'm better than anybody, but like going to the club or hanging out with, individuals or just trying to fit into groups. It's like, nah, I never was like that, bro. And now, bro, going on this journey and stuff, you become a lone wolf up out here and you become very savage out here. And when you see shit for what it really is, bro, you want to link up with other individuals that's just like that. And y'all will team up together and y'all will be a group of some hound dogs out here. You feel me? And that's how you want to be, though, is link up with other individuals that see corruption or see anything that is polluting the minds of the people out here.
Right.
Other individuals that's operating in the spirit. Because when you operate in the spirit, all you seeing some shit. Because God's going to make sure of that. Oh, man. That's what I got to say about that, bro.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Shit.
This is a deep topic. So see where I go with this one, man. But for me, I always like to say like that veil gets lifted, For me, it's a series of different things that got me here. But first of all, I think it was when I first took mushrooms and stuff for the first couple times. And then obviously, I took acid. I've done both of those drugs quite a bit. Or I wouldn't even call them drugs. They're medicine. But those are like, I don't know if you can hear me. There's a plane going over me. But those are the first ones that kind of got me to the space to where I can see things for what they really are, and understand that a lot of things that's going on, in our experience, as human beings is constructed by man, and a lot of it is illusion, and a lot of it is, it's there's different agenda. I don't want to get too deep into that right now, but there's definitely agendas going on to make us low vibrational and things like that. But what I've noticed is that going on semen retention is actually a very powerful tool for this too. Like when I didn't expect that, bro. I didn't expect that to be one of the benefits, and then all of a sudden, like a month or two in, I'm like seeing everything, and seeing all these demons and seeing like angels and all this crazy stuff going on. You know what I mean? And just very much tapped into the spiritual realm. And everything definitely changes, man, when you can understand what's really going on. And I feel like it's also culmination of putting God first. You know, God will transform your heart, and I feel like God is the reason why this stuff happens. You know, He shows us what's going on, you know, to protect us, you know. So He wants us to just get into that zone to where, you know, we're putting Him first and we're focused on the right things, you know, because we live in a fallen world, bro. Where we live is like, as we like to say, it's the devil's playground. So there's tons of shit going on here to where, you know, like we say, bear traps and landmines and shit everywhere. So we got to be careful about what we're consuming and what we're eating and what we're believing and who we're hanging out with and all this stuff. You know, we have to be very careful about what we're doing. You know, it's not just nonchalantly operating like NPC shit out here. You know, we got to be very careful about what we're doing. And these are all messages straight from God. You know, God, once you tap in with God, you really form a connection with God in the spiritual world. These are the messages that you're going to be receiving, because it's not just us who know this stuff. It's other people who are also connected with God. We're all getting the same messages. So it has to be real.
For real.
You know
synchronized
what I mean?
Like crazy. You feel me? Synchronized out here and literally like, yeah, getting the same messages out here. That's why, you know, it's pretty, you know, cool when you make a video and you get a comment of somebody saying that they're going through the same shit or something like that. That stuff be blowing my mind sometimes, bro.
For real.
Yeah. But it's a blessing though, because it shows you how powerful it is to operate in the spirit and be on your SR journey, bro.
Yes. Yeah. One of the most powerful things that I've noticed, man. Like I said, psychedelics got me there, meditation got me there, but semen retention also gets you there naturally, because you're just connected to God, and you turn into a very sensitive, as I like to say, you're like a conduit of the Holy Spirit, just walking around out here, you know?
Yeah, for real.
You're just walking around out here like a freaking spiritual router, you know what I mean? So
absolutely. And for me, yeah, I took, you know, I ate some shrooms too. And I noticed that shit, you know, that definitely had an effect on me as well, as far as like waking me up spiritually to shit out here too. Yeah. Bro. Because I ate some shrooms, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shit got vivid as hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, colorful. And yeah, you know, Muggs had like an out-of-body experience and stuff. And then after I came back to, you know, reality and stuff, everything it became very weird on top of being on SR. I ate them shrooms while being on a long streak on SR. So, oh man, that was definitely some Super Mario ass shit. You feel me? With the mushroom, yeah, that was a magical moment for me, and my life hasn't been the same.
Man,
you know,
that's how it is, bro. You get the messages. That's what mushrooms do. You know, it's like a download enhancer. It's like you buy like a freaking extendo pack for your freaking for your connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You buy like a special pack, you know, when you eat the mushrooms, so like the broadband is higher, you get a bunch of downloads really, really fast.
Oh man, that's how it was for me. I ate them shrooms and shit, bro, and it's like my mind opened or something. You know, it's like your mind opens. And it's like it opens up, right? And you just got a bunch of shit from the universe just going straight down in your head type shit. Like you just got a bunch of just downloads going in your shit, bro. You know, that's what it felt like for me, you know, and the way my mind works, you know, my imagination, I'd be like imagining stuff. It's like, yeah, literally my head opened up and a bunch of shit just started going into my head, like downloads and shit, bro. Like that's how I felt.
For real.
Still feels like it today. You know what I'm saying? But ever since them shrooms, bro, that's how it's been.
Yeah.
It
changed your life. That's why I always recommend people, like, whenever they say like I might try shrooms, I always tell them to do it, you know? Like I remember when I was like 16, bro, when I first like took like a pretty large dose of mushrooms, I remember like figuring out all this like childhood stuff that was going on. Like I was like 16 and I was just sitting there tripping my balls off. And then I was like, oh, you know, that's why my mom treated my dad that way, is because she was also suffering herself and she didn't know how to behave. Like I figured out all these really deep realizations about my childhood and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, you know, like I did all this work, all this, you know, shadow work. It's almost like a cheat code for shadow work or something.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's how it was for me too. It's literally like you eat them shrooms and you literally like go inside yourself or something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like I had an out of body experience with that shit, but I also had a moment where I felt like I went inside myself or some shit. You know, in a
Yeah.
deeper aspect to where I could just clean myself out. Cause yeah, it was a enlightening, bizarre experience that I experienced off the mushroom, bro. But it helped me get to where I am today while on SR. You
That's
know?
why they like it shows you who you are. So that's why people who say they have bad trips, like bad people who only have people who have bad trips, in order to have a bad trip, you have to be like somewhat of a bad person. Like you have to be somewhat of like going through something like fucked up, because when you take those kind of things, bro, it's literally like it exposes yourself, like whatever's going on with that, like it'll expose it to you in like in like a new light. So if you're like over there like doing some fucked up shit, or like you're a narcissist, or you're treating people bad, or you know you're like hitting your girlfriend on the side, or doing some weird stuff, you know, and then you take mushrooms, that stuff's going to come to the light and it's going to hit you. You're going to be like, damn, you know. That's why people will like, people who are not there spiritually, they'll end up like taking mushrooms or acid, and they'll have like a super bad trip because they're actually a bad person, you know.
Yeah.
So having that crisis, because it shows you who you are.
Yeah, like I said, it makes you literally go inside yourself, bro. And when people that have bad trips, they go inside themselves and it literally makes you see yourself. And sometimes people can't handle seeing themselves. It's almost like looking in the mirror, you
It
know, and
is.
that's what it's like. And some people can't handle that shit, bro. Ooh,
No, yeah, it's
man.
a deep spiritual mirror going on.
That's what it's like. That's how it was for me. And when it was happening to me, I was all up in that shit, looking at myself like, hell yeah, I'm here. You
Me
know,
too. Yeah.
you know,
I've done that too. I've done that.
yeah,
Literally in the mirror, tripping my balls
yeah,
off.
all up in that shit. You feel me? Definitely no bad trips going on over here. You feel me?
No.
I'm all up in that shit. Shoot. And enjoying it too. You feel me? Like I was enjoying the whole trip the whole time, bro. It was, yeah. Life hasn't been the same, and you see shit for what it really is, you know.
It sounds wonderful, bro.
Even more though, you know, even more off the shrooms, it seemed, you know.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, we.
Great story, great topic. You ready for the next one?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
So this is the next three are the ones I picked. So I might just introduce them for you, bro. But this one's gonna be topic number 4 is called observing your thoughts. So this kind of links up with the mushrooms thing. Essentially, like what I'm talking about is you know, how you can go from the transition of just, you know, being out here, being a person, and kind of like being in that NPC mode, to where you're just kind of like operating, and you kind of like identify with all your thoughts and your emotions, and you let yourself kind of, you know, maybe you have a bad day or a bad thought and you let it spiral out, you know, instead of once you kind of understand what's really going on out here, and that you're actually a spirit, you know, inside of a body, you know, our thoughts are just part of the process. You know, our thoughts aren't actually who we are. You know, our thoughts are just, you know, our brain is just an organ inside our body, you know, so it's not, our brain isn't who we are. Who we are is actually the spiritual, like the spirits that's inside of our body, you know. It's like, so I feel like it's very powerful once you realize that, and you can kind of understand that like everything that's going on up here doesn't have to stay going on up here, you know, because our brains, you know, if you're anything like me, you know, I've definitely gotten better at it, but my brain has come up with some pretty weird thoughts. You know, I can just have like random weird thoughts that pop up out of nowhere. And now I have a catch to where I can just kind of like be like, oh, what was that? Like, it's almost like it's like a computer like malfunctioning or something, you know, to where you can just kind of like, you know, throw it in the garbage, you know. And that's actually a very powerful spiritual tool. You know, a lot of people I read a book by Eckhart Tolle back in the day that kind of taught me this, and I forget who calls it this, but they call it Maya. It's like a term. It's called like delusion of the mind, to where people think that their thoughts are who they are, and just no self-awareness, right? It's like you just like you're letting your mind just cycle and just repetitive thoughts, negative thoughts, and it'll drive you crazy after a while, bro. So we have to learn how to distance ourselves from our thoughts and understand that like thoughts are just temporary, all the good ones and the bad ones. So it's like it gets to the point where we got to learn how to like program our minds to where we're thinking thoughts that we want to be thinking.
Absolutely. And that's what I've come to realize, yeah, man, definitely didn't have control of my mind and my thoughts, and bad thoughts come up would come up looking at my old self, I would let it, basically ruin me or something, I just didn't have no control, and obviously was operating in the lower nature as well, bro. And just was, all unaligned, you know what I'm saying? Just didn't have no control of nothing. And now, when you go on your SR journey and stuff, it all basically becomes natural, it seems. It becomes natural to basically control your mind and your thoughts and stuff because you naturally build structure. It's kind of hard to explain, but I know you feel me. When you literally go on your SR journey and control that sexual power, you are controlling everything around you. On top of that, your mind as well. When you control that mind up there, bro, and these thoughts that you have, you are a serious ass dude, because the way it is now, a lot of individuals are letting thoughts take them over to where they care about what people think and what they say about them, all types of shit, bro. And when you operate like that, that's not good. You got to get to the point to where you don't care about what other people say, because you have a strong mind that way, because you care about what you have to do, not what other people have to say, because other people don't run anything in your life. At the end of the day, you go home to your shit. You know what I'm saying? And pay your bills type shit, and control your mind. You feel me? Yeah. So it's like you have control of all your shit, and it's, when you go on your SR journey, it's important to just remember that you are in control, bro, and you control your mind. And these thoughts are just, like you said, temporary. And it's basically just the devil and his punk ass army trying to just nitpick and just take you off your shit, bro. And you just got to be like, fuck that shit sometimes, bro. I want to do what I want to do still, stuff that's necessary. I'm not going to let these bad thoughts stop me,
Right.
Yeah.
Throw them in the trash, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people that can learn from this. But I feel like a lot of people suffer from this because they're out here like operating in that NPC mode. So where they're not tapped in with their spiritual side. They don't understand that, who they are is way deeper than their thoughts.
What's going on up here, right? This shit up in here, man. That's a whole different monster right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So two different entities. That's what I like to tell people a lot, is like your mind and your soul are two different entities.
It is. It's like, two whole different dimensions and shit, bro. You feel me?
Exactly.
It literally is.
Yeah. So, all right, bro. So next one here. This next one is topic number 5. It's titled "The Masculine versus the Feminine," bro. I kind of wanted to break it down about, what we had to say about how society is now kind of flipping these things. It's like having the women are a lot, they think that they're supposed to be masculine. I don't want to say all women, just off the record, there's definitely still ones that are feminine and doing their thing, but I feel like there's a thing to where now a lot of girls, they think they have to like be masculine and dominate and lead the way and do all this stuff. And like, in my opinion, that's not how God designed us to be. Men are supposed to be masculine for a reason, and women are supposed to be feminine for a reason. And it's like, we are in two different lanes, and we can each be powerful, but it's a different kind of power. It's like, I feel like now it's flipped. The women want to be masculine and the men are now turning feminine, because the women are being masculine. So like it's a big mess, bro. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I totally agree with you though. It's a lot of stuff, it seems like things are becoming very backwards and stuff. The simping is at an all-time high, and a lot of, male individuals out here are, becoming somewhat feminine in the relationship of the role, to where the woman is, operating in a masculine frame and taking the lead role and stuff. And it's just some of the weirdest shit that I've ever seen, and I'm not gonna lie, I've was kind of it was like, being codependent, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like a codependent relationship, and that's very toxic, and the woman is like at the forefront of that shit more than ever now, and that's not how it should be, bro. Us men, I believe that we should, lead by example, and it creates balance and stuff. But just the way society has stuff set up, it's not that way, and we all see what's going on. It's not the right stuff that's going on, but it's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's very, very seems like it's mixed up and backwards and stuff. And a lot of, yes, female individuals in the masculine frame doing the manly stuff, and a lot of male individuals that's in the womanly role that nowadays that I'm seeing, because I've participated in that shit, bro. Being in that narcissistic relationship I was in and had a weak power level, on the porn sites and shit, bro. Oh yeah, I was a part of that shit. But now, since I'm on my SR journey, I had to hop over the fence from that shit. You know? Yeah.
And I feel like it's not gonna get any better either. I feel like it's just getting worse. So it's almost like you can't really do much about it except just for us to like stay in our masculine frame. And then like we were talking about yesterday with the Ruth versus the Jezebel, it's like just look for a Ruth spirit. For guys like us, we look for a woman who is still in her feminine role, is not trying to dominate and control and be all this, whatever's going on, to where society is trying to make women behave in this fashion, so that's really all we can do, is just kind of like stay in our frame and then look for, just, have our discernment up, and have, look for the type of females that are going to accompany our divine masculine energy. Look for someone who's divinely feminine, right?
Yes, absolutely, bro. That's some beautiful stuff right there. If you come across a divinely feminine, you better keep that. You better keep that shit, bro. Right. Yes, God gonna bless us one of these days. I'm just gonna be patient until I come across one of these Ruth spirits, bro, to where we can read the Bible together, bro. You feel me? Read a chapter or, a few chapters in the Bible every day together. You know how fun that would be, bro?
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
See, that's some stuff that's simple. Oh, my bad, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
And read the Bible, cook a meal together and just hang out and just keep it, it's all spiritual at that point.
Absolutely. And it just becomes smooth, bro. And everything that's simple becomes the most beautiful shit that you could do. The simple stuff together. Reading the Bible, cooking meals, going for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Just simple shit, bro. Know? Yeah.
Because you both have that connection to God. So it's like that God brought you guys together. So God's gonna be with both of you at all times.
Man, quit playing, bro. I know that's right. Yeah, I feel you.
Because when you're with the other females, when you're with the Jezebels, God isn't necessarily there with you because he doesn't approve.
Man, no, he doesn't approve of that type of behavior. No.
That's how I was with my last girl. Bro, I literally remember I had a moment when I was with my last girl, obviously still clouded and delusional, but she ended up like breaking up with me like very sporadically one night. Like she came home and I remember she walked into the room, just acting all weird and silent, just ran like on a random like Tuesday night after she had come off of work. And she basically was just like quiet. And then I was like, what's going on? I had to like pull it out of her. And finally she's like, I'm breaking up with you. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like out of nowhere, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And then she like already had her shit packed. Like it was super weird after we had been dating for like 2 years. And so she left, and it was obviously some other dude that she wanted to be with. And it was like a 2-week period to where that happened. And my weak power level, you know, I allowed her back into my life again after that. You know, it's not like she cheated on me, but like she had another dude waiting. So she broke up with me just to like go be with some other guy.
Yeah.
And it really hurt. And I remember God was telling me in that moment, he was like, yo, this is for you. Like, you need to take this and run with it. You know what I mean? And I didn't take that opportunity. I had a weak power level and I was addicted to obviously the smashing and all that stuff. And so like, she basically felt, you know, remorse and shit. And she's like, oh, I want, you know, I love you. Like, I'm sorry I did that, blah, blah. And I took her back. And then we ended up dating for another like 3 or 4 years after that. And I remember during that time period, bro, God was talking to me. He was giving me, it was like downloads like crazy and telling me like, yo, like run, take this opportunity, you know, go find someone else, go, you know, focus on you. But this is your opportunity to distance yourself from this girl. And I didn't take it.
That's how it be sometimes, you know. Sometimes we give these individuals another chance or go back, you know, or just get back together with them when it's best to not do that. You know, yeah. We all go through it.
It's because I wasn't strong enough.
Yep. I've been there. I've been there, bro. I can relate. I can relate to you totally, bro. You know, we all go through it, man. And, you know, you look back at that stuff and you be like, man, you know, I'm kind of glad I went through all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because now I know how to seriously operate now. And I know what I need in my life. So now I'm going to sit back and let God take care of it now. It's now that I know what I need to do, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
He's not playing around, you know, this time around, he is not playing, you know?
Oh man, no, he is not joking, bro. And he's letting it be known.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Topic number 6. We got the grand finale, my dude. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
What are your thoughts on intentionally raising the vibration of the planet?
It's really important because it's a lot of dark energy going around, bro. People just tearing each other down and shit. And it's like, I've been looking at that shit, bro, and it's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with us, man? We can't be doing this shit. You know, we have to operate way better than what we're doing as far as interacting with each other. You know, it's a lot of it seems like, dehumanized behavior, bro. Like people are not social like they used to be back in the day and stuff. Everybody's on the phone. You feel me? Just low vibrational type stuff. And when you do try to be high vibrational and conversate with individuals, you will get looked at weird, bro. They'll be like,
Right.
why are you talking to me type shit?
Isn't that crazy?
You know, and all you're doing is being polite. You feel me? But they just so damn low vibrational. It's like they don't want to have nothing to do with. Yeah.
It's like you're interrupting this. You're interrupting them like on their scheduled phone programming.
Yeah, interrupting them selecting apps.
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. I have no words for that, but that's what's going on.
Right.
You know? So, yeah. Boy, listen here. You know, it's just important, man, to just have awareness of things. You know what I'm saying? Have awareness of everything that's going on out here, bro, for your own well-being, and keep God first, man, because the devil and his punk ass army is working overtime to mess us all up, you know, and I ain't going for that shit. And that's why I feel like, you know, God got me in this situation right now to where we're raising the vibration, you know, when raising the alertness and shedding light on dark situations to where individuals, you know, will be like, oh shit, you know, let me think about this now, because I wasn't thinking about that before. You know, it has, you know, raising the vibration, bro. Yeah. It's no other way to say that shit. You know, it's important to do that for all of us, bro. We all need to raise our vibrational frequency out here so we can be able to help each other out here seriously, as we should, because the government don't care about us.
No.
You know, it's that simple, bro. We have to do this shit. you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically for me, like once I found out all this stuff, kind of like what we were talking about before, when the veil gets lifted and you can see, you know, what the enemy is actually doing. It's like now all I want to do is like fight against it. You know, all I want to, like, I just want to do God's work, and I just want to fight against it because I know that their punk asses are trying their hardest to, you know, do what they're trying to do. And I'm not going for that shit. So I want to be somebody who's, you know, that's what I want to be remembered by, you know, is I want to be somebody who was on that side of things, you know, on the light side of things. I want to be a warrior for God, you know, and that's why I do what I do. That's why, you know, that's why we linked up to make this podcast. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's all I care about now, bro. And like, it all changed. You know, I used to have selfish desires and all this stuff. I used to want to be like a musician or do this and get rich and famous, and like all that shit has fallen off. You know, once I understood what's actually at stake. You know, once you understand the spiritual warfare and you like really know what's actually going down, everything changes. You know, because that's what's most important. You know, that's the biggest storyline that's going on in our existence, is that there's two sides going at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you understand on a deep level that it's like a war for our souls, man, you got to do your part. You got to do your part. And especially, yeah, like with what you said, everybody is, you know, glued to the phone. Everybody is glued to, you know, looking, buying all the, you know, materials, and, you know, everybody's got to have the nicest car. Everybody's got to be the coolest, have like the most friends and all this shit, you know, all that worldly stuff. You know, we got to get people, you know, on a higher frequency, you know, and if that's, you know, that's what we're going to do with our podcast, bro. So, you know, that's basically, it's pretty much all I want to do at this point, man.
Absolutely. And it's a blessing to do that, bro. You know, I'm just, you know, grateful to be doing what we're doing today, and grateful for all our Unchained gang out there as well. You know what I'm saying? And much love to everybody out there that's been listening to us. You know what I'm saying? We are very grateful for everybody that's been riding with us, literally on the SR journey, the Unchained podcast journey, the self-development journey, all this, you know, along with putting God first, the big homie upstairs, you know. And coming from SpiritWar Martin, man, much love to everybody out there, you know, coming from the heart and soul of this man right here. I appreciate everybody out there, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I appreciate everybody and shit, you know. And Sebastian, good job to you too, man. Another episode knocked out of the park.
Yeah, bro. Much love, man. This one was a lot of fun. You know, a lot of cool stories and stuff. Got to talk about our shrooms experience. You know what I mean? Much love. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys, you know, learned something today. And you know, it's a blast. Obviously, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. Let us know if you guys ever have anything that you want us to talk about. You know, feel free to ask us if we want to do that, man. And it's just a blessing to be able to make these episodes, bro. I'm just grateful.
Facts, me too, bro. And much love to you, man. And I appreciate everything you do, bro. You literally, you know, one of my greatest spirit brothers I got right now, bro. So yeah, Thanks. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. You too, man. It's all love. All right, Thanks. Guys. If you guys are still tuned in, you know, you're a real one. You know, we appreciate you. All right. It's been the Unchained podcast, episode 102. All right, y'all. Much love. We'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully you guys learned something today. You got something out of this and enjoyed our podcast, man. So, all right, y'all. Martin, I will be tapping in with you later, bro.
Much all right, love. Buddy. Sounds good, man. Can't wait to spin this back, and I'll be in contact, bro.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace out.